Most people wake up and before they even fully open their eyes, their hand reaches for the phone automatically. Just instant stimulation the second the day begins, and nobody really questions it anymore. It became automatic. If you ever realize how impossible it feels now to do absolutely nothing, no phone, no music, no distractions, just your own thoughts, most people can't even handle it anymore. Silence started to feel uncomfortable, and I think deep down, most people know something's changed. Attention spans collapsed, focus disappeared, everything feels louder, faster, more addictive. Even apps fight for your attention now, because attention became one of the most valuable resources on earth. The longer you stay engaged, the more ads you see, the more data gets collected, the more money gets made. Your attention became the product. Modern platforms learned something very quickly. Calm people log off, emotional people keep scrolling. And the algorithms reward that. They reward outrage, fear, validation, conflict, stimulation, because emotional people stay online for longer. Behavioral psychologists figured this out decades ago. The strongest addiction loop isn't guaranteed reward, it's unpredictable reward. The possibility that the next swipe or click might give you something to feel. The same psychology mechanism now exists inside social media, sports betting, gaming, shopping, even trading apps. Every refresh carries a possibility. Maybe somebody texts you, maybe your post blew up, maybe that team won, maybe this next video changes your mood. Your brain chases anticipation itself, not the reward. That's why people open up the same apps over and over, even when nothing is there. After years of overstimulation, normal life starts to feel emotionally flat. Reading feels harder, movies feel slower, silence feels uncomfortable. Even rest feels difficult because your brain adapts to intensity. Consistent stimulation changes your baseline. That's why patience feels painful. People don't even realize how overstimulated they've become until they try to focus. Most people aren't chasing happiness anymore. They're chasing escape. Escape from stress, escape from loneliness, uncertainty, escape from their own thoughts. This is why the average person spends over 7 hours per day just looking at a screen online and still feel mentally exhausted afterward. Overstimulation doesn't calm your brain, it distracts it temporarily. I think this affects almost everybody now. A huge part of modern identity exists online. Status, attention, validation. Everything becomes numbers, followers, views, likes, money. Social media constantly pushes comparison. Influencers being extremely erratic, people exposing themselves in irreversible ways for money. Political outrage designed to keep people emotional. Algorithms rewarding whatever gets the strongest reaction every single day. And that kind of pressure slowly destroys people's psychology or can change them. You start comparing your real life to other people's highlight reel, whether that be materialistically, politically, or whatever. The real uncomfortable truth, though, is the same traits that create addiction also create high performers. Obsession, intensity, compulsive focus, extreme repetition. A lot of successful people psychologically are obsessive. They just found a productive target, and society praises obsession when it produces money. If you obsess over business, then you're ambitious. Obsess over the wrong thing, now you have a problem. Same brain, different outcome. That's why modern culture feels strange now. People are mentally exhausted, but constantly stimulated, more connected than ever, and yet still lonely, with infinite entertainment and still unhappy, because distraction does not create fulfillment. It only delays emptiness. Dopamine itself isn't evil. It's not the real danger. The real danger is losing control of your attention without realizing it. Because whatever repeatedly captures your attention eventually shapes who you become, your habits, your thoughts, your personality, your entire life. So ask yourself honestly, what is your mind being trained to crave every single day?